So for today I was just planning to check the Skulls event, some new games from Games Workshop, and I was really excited for some major titles, a Dawn of War 4 and Total War Warhammer 40k. So I was hyped for that, but I just wanted to see the event, see all the trailers, and for tomorrow I wanted to see the release of new edition for Warhammer Horus Heresy, the Saturnine armor, and the Iron Warriors versus Salamanders. As you see on the background, today I didn't expect it all. I just opened my mobile phone to see the event, and there was the videos and the stories that JoyToy just released and dropped the Iron Warriors, which is which is amazing and huge and super cool. Iron Warriors is my favorite legion from the beginning. It was like around maybe 15 years ago or less, or more. I don't remember exactly when I started with Warhammer. Iron Warriors didn't have much lore back then, but and I mean the Horus Heresy lore and the lore about Perturabo and so on. So, but I just love the aesthetics of them, so that's why I chose them for my favorite legion, and I was the side of the bad guys. On one hand, everyone in Warhammer 40k is the bad guy, but bad guys in Warhammer are pretty much cool. So the legion that is chaos but doesn't like mutations and are heavily strategic and tactical and logical. So this is why I loved the Iron Warriors from the get-go. I collected a lot of miniatures back then, and on the tabletop, of course, it was Iron Warriors. For the action figures, I was super hyped for the JoyToy when they will release them. And if I compare them for Alpha Legion and the Sons of Horus, which I collect, there will be, side note, there will be 5, maybe 6 legions that I will collect for my JoyToy collection. It will be Sons of Horus, which I own now, everything that I want. I will buy new stuff if JoyToy will release them, but mainly it will be named characters like Varen, Ashur-Badon and so on. Alpha Legion, the line is finished, and I have I bought everything that I want. Night Lords, Emperor's Children, and the final one, of course, Iron Warriors. And we'll see, and this is only my not speculation, but I'm thinking if I have 5 Traitor Legions, if I want to buy one Loyalist Legion, and it will be Salamanders. I love the aesthetic, I love how they behave, that they are the most warm, let's say, that they love regular people and they save regular people more. They are not above regular people, let's say. But this is what I am playing around with, the idea that if I want Salamanders or not, if there are 5 Traitor Legions and only 1 Loyalist Legion on one, let's say, shelf. Okay, super long intro, but let's check out the Iron Warriors drop. This is because tomorrow there will be release of the 3rd edition, Iron Warriors versus Salamanders. This is not surprise for anybody, because we all know that it will be Salamanders versus Iron Warriors. There was a huge leak. I didn't make a video about that, but maybe this is a good opportunity to talk about it today. So okay, let's check it out. Okay, let's check out the miniatures on the JoyToy website also. Yeah, I will open them separately. So, first of all, I'm super happy that we have Iron Warriors. I love the aesthetics, as I said. I love how they are portrayed in a JoyToy style. This metallic gray iron. Uh, what I really love and what I didn't expect, and I saw it in a last release of JoyToy, which is not about Warhammer. It was something like Street Fighter. Sorry for if I'm spelling, I'm saying it wrong, but there were a lot of action elements for that figures, and I was thinking that it would be cool also if some of Warhammer models have that. And here we go. This launching missile is a super nice touch on this Tyrant Siege Terminators. If I'm just thinking and comparing them to other Terminators, I really love how what helmets Iron Warriors have. They are so unique and so different from other Terminators, which I really love. So just pure joy for me. I really love the this part of the heavy armor. So this is the Iron Warriors in a nutshell. Heavy additional weapons and so on. I love it. I love it. But there is one but. Maybe there is some of buts. But what I don't like is that we have Iron Warriors, Tyrant Siege Terminator squad. And again, this is the squad of only 2 men, only 2 figures. And my hype level for Iron Warriors is the kind of same angry level of that this is only 2 models for Iron Warriors. I don't understand the decision of JoyToy because I don't see the business behind. This is only my speculation, and this is for me again. I don't understand what's going behind the scenes. We see the pattern for the Alpha Legion, for example. Larnaean Terminators had only 2 models, but I understand that because from the miniature side, JoyToy is taking miniatures from Games Workshop and translating them to action figures. So for Larnaean Terminators, there was a squad of 5, but 4 models were the same. There was no difference at all. The only difference was in a heavy weapon for one of them. So this is why they had only 2. But on the Games Workshop, you have the squad of 5. Then for the Headhunters kill team, there is a squad of 5, but they also released only 2 of them. And now we have Siege Terminators, and we also have the Iron Warriors MK3 Tactical Squad, and there is also only 2 models for them. But we'll go to them, we can discuss them later, just now for the Siege Terminators. So what I'm thinking is maybe because they released squads of 5, for example, for Blood Angels, for Space Wolves, and maybe they didn't sell well. And I am, for example, the example. I am for example, an example of only buying 2 Terminators, and this is in a case of Sons of Horus. I bought only 2 Terminators because these 2 guys and these 2 guys are kinda the same. The only difference that they have is in a weapon type. power hammer, power axe, power mace, and here this one have a multi-melta. But shoulder parts are the same, these shoulder parts are all the same, chest pieces are the same on these two, and these two belts are different, but in general these models legs are the same. These two guys and these two guys have the same legs. So in general, if you compare in difference, there are two different models. They have only different weapon options. But if I will check what miniatures Games Workshop produced for Tyrant Siege Terminators. So if you will take a look on Tyrant Siege Terminators on Games Workshop, first of all, I love the painting on the JoyToy, but this is again in an ideal world. I would love a little bit more shading, a little bit more dust on the JoyToy models, comparing them to painting on the Games Workshop side. Of course, this is something totally different. The painting is much better in miniatures and so on, but still. Going back to comparing, 5 of these guys, each of them have slightly different helmet. Each of these guys have different shoulder pieces. Each of these guys have different leg types. One of them have a robotic leg. They have different chest pieces. What they have in similar, they have similar weapon types. They all have power fists. They all have missile launchers. But for me, all of these models are different. So I don't understand the logic behind why didn't they release the squad of 5. And I don't understand, and I hate it because I'm an Iron Warrior fan, and this was the only Legion where I wanted to buy all of the 5 Terminators. For the previous Legions I was okay to having only 2, for example, for my collection, but here I wanted to buy everything, and I'm so disappointed. I'm so disappointed that they released only 2. There were options. All of them 5 models could be different, so having only 2 is a huge disappointment. Yep. Okay, going on to MK3 Tactical Squad. They look cool. I mean, I love them. This is again the aesthetic of Iron Warriors. MK3 Marines are classic for Iron Warriors. They didn't in general switch to the MK4, MK5 or MK6 tactic armor types. They preferred MK3, which is the heavier version of the armor. You can see on this chest plates here also, and I mean, I love the aesthetic. On some models, for example, again on the Sons of Horus, because they were the poster boys, and the legions that they had didn't have a unique touch on them. It was a release of new edition, so they had it. This is, by the way, what we will expect for Iron Warriors, but we'll see. We can discuss it later with the release, with the new release. But I like it. I like the blank armor. When I'm thinking about it, how Perturaba thought of the Legionnaires and how he had a critique from other Primarchs, how he's working or operating with his own men. He just had it as a tool. It was a logical decision, for example, to send 500 men to die if he can save 1 million, for example. But other Primarchs would, for example, prefer to save more lives of legionnaires. And when I look at these models, how blank uh, they are kind of a instrument of in the arms of the Perturabo. So it's a sad realization on one hand, but on the other hand, this is Iron Warriors. They are tools of war, they are weapons. In a some set, maybe since they are less than humans, they are weapons of war. Let's check the. I love the helmets of the MK3 armor. I love the design. This is really cool. I mean, of course I will. I just wanted to say that I will pre-order them, but this is another topic of discussion that I wanted to talk about because of JoyToy. So previously, when you wanted to pre-order something, there was a pre-order also with. So for example, for Alpha Legion, Exodus and the Headhunter Guild team, they were sold as a together. Let's check it out. So Exodus, okay, now it's pre-ordered as a separate model, but there was an option, at least on a mobile phone, that you can pre-order it together with the Headhunter Kill team. But here I don't see this option. Price in Czech crowns, okay, let's say it's around 40 bucks, but the shipping is 20 bucks, and then you can separately pre-order MK3 Tactical Squad, which you have to separately pay another 20 bucks. So you are basically paying for another model just on the shipping. And this is another option. This is another thing which I am really sad and angry about. And I'm just thinking if I should wait when all of these models will be released on the website and just buy them all together, because there is a small discount when you pre-order the new models. But on the other hand, discount on the pre-ordering models is now lesser than shipping price of the models. So for me, maybe this will be the first Legion that I wouldn't pre-order. I don't see the point in pre-ordering stuff anymore. If I don't understand something, let me know. But the shipping now is so crazily expensive. Before it was nothing. It was free shipping for the models. Now it's 20 bucks, which is crazy. Is it because of Trump? Is it because of these taxes on China? Is it because JoyToy lost a lot of customers in US, so they just decided to make profit on shipping? Guys, this is sad. This is really, really sad. But let's not finish the video on a sad note. I was thinking, what's next for Iron Warriors? Because when I was thinking about them, in my initial one of my first videos on the channel was about my hopes and predictions for 2025, and Iron Warriors wasn't on the list because they didn't have a lot of models at the time, so I was not expecting them to be released this year. But let's take a look. So here's the Warhammer Games Workshop website, and here are all the models that they have for Iron Warriors for Horus Heresy. And of course, at some point, I don't know if it will be tomorrow, next week, or blah blah blah, we will have Perturabo, the Primarch of the Iron Warriors. Of course, we will have him. Then, and this is for me, I have the same hype and excitement for Iron Warriors Warsmith as for Perturabo and Iron Circle Automaton, because this is the new model, and this is pretty cool model. A lot of details. He's amazing, and the huge part of how cool he is goes to the new release of the model. Two options for the head. I would prefer him having a helmet, but we'll see what JoyToy will do, if he will have two heads to switch, or I don't know why I have a feeling that they will release him with this not normal head, the face without the helmet, which will be a little bit a shame, at least for me, because the helmet for me is much cooler. Then the contempt of the node, we'll see which option they will choose, because here is the black part of the mask, the helmet, and here is the bronze gold part of the helmet. And as you can see, there will be a twin-linked autocannon. In the second arm, I don't know what will be there. But as I said in the beginning of the video, I will buy everything for Iron Warriors, because this is my favorite legion. I'm not a huge fan of this design, but I will just buy it, and it will be my first Dreadnought in the collection. Then, and this is the one of my favorite miniatures in general, Iron Circle Automata, personal guard of Perturabo. This guy should be, this thing, this is not a guy, this thing should be as high or higher than a Contemptor Dreadnought. I wish they had at least two different versions of them, of him, of it. But I would definitely buy at least one. So this is what we have now. But tomorrow we will see the leaked Saturnine box that will be released. And I'm really curious about what they will do with the MK2 Marines for Iron Warriors. Because in general, for example, for Sons of Horus and for Iron Fists, they released squads of 5 men from the box set. So I'm curious if they will do something similar for Iron Warriors. They will be also one character, some Tech Marine. So this is another figure that we'll have for Iron Warriors, and this is it. I can think of something different that we'll release, that we'll get for Iron Warriors. This is pretty exciting. This is pretty cool. I'm waiting for Iron Circle Automata. I'm waiting for Perturabo. I am waiting for Barbsmith. I am waiting for this new model, this new guy. And I hope that JoyToy wouldn't fuck it up in the same way as for Siege Terminators. Again, I'm so disappointed that we are having only a squad of 2. I don't understand the decision. Maybe this is the new thing that JoyToy are making. Maybe they are releasing the squads of 2. Maybe it's based on some analytics. People are buying only 2 figures. They are not buying all 5 figures, the squad of 5. So we'll see. But if JoyToy in the future will release squad of 5 for other legion, this is the pure sign that JoyToy is Imperial Fists, and they are not democratic to all the legions. They are imperial scum, loyalist scum. This is all that I wanted to talk to you about today. Have a good day. Ciao.